What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Isaiah Whitmore, the Sobbing Thinking Podcast, baby. Let's check out the shirt real quick. Black history didn't start with what? Slavery, baby. The oldest people on the blood clot planet, Anyway, before I jump into the nitty gritty meat and potatoes, I have to give a couple shout outs. This past week, the job I currently have, I be acting like they don't really fuck with me like that. So they be doing different things to attempt to get me to quit, attempt to fuck with me. I got something for the ass. Oh yes, I do. But before we get to that point, I'm gonna go back to my shout out. I was at my motherfucking wit's end this past Friday. They decided to send my money to someone else's account. And mind you, I had not been paid since December 30th of 2025. So basically going 2+ weeks, I want to say 18, 19 days, no money coming in, and you had to pay rent, phone bill, all the other bills with no money coming in for basically 3 weeks. And within that 3-week span, 4-week span, I apologize. It was not no 18, 4 weeks. Within those 4 weeks, I'd worked 2 weeks already. And then they want to sit there playing the motherfucking fool acting like they don't know where my money is. Like, nigga, the only other motherfuckers in this line look like me. All the white folks shit is cool. You want to explain that? They don't got to explain it to me. They're going to have to explain it to someone else, somewhere else down the line. They're not ready for that smoke, but they going to get it. Anywho, so, again, I ended up having to make basically a cry for help on Facebook. I was not well. I had not had like a full meal in days. This job requires me to get up at 4 o'clock. I don't usually get home. It's about 6:30. I've been relying on public transit, but as of late, due to the cold, and just due to me being fucking tired of having to stand around for literally like basically an hour a day due to public transit, just been having to motherfucking shell out the cash for Lyfts and Ubers to get to and from, because I don't sitting around standing in the cold like that. It takes a lot out of you. So I do ride public transit. I will continue to ride public transit when it makes sense for me to do so. Otherwise, I will not be inconveniencing myself like that. It's just not happening. It is not happening. So yeah, I ended up making a Facebook post. I had a whole mental breakdown on the bus. I had no food in the fridge. I was fucked, very much fucked. Based off of what my banking information was saying, due to the holiday came up, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday day being celebrated days after his actual birthday. Makes no sense. But America, what about America makes sense? Not much. Yeah, not much at all. So I ended up making this post, basically being like, hey, if anybody can fucking help me, please do. Because Wi-Fi at the crib just got turned off today because I don't have the fucking money I'm supposed to have been had 2 days ago. It was a fucking mess. I was not well. I was like, I'm about to be so fucked. Yeah, I want to say names, but I'm not going to because I don't want to single anybody out. But every single person that commented, and within your commenting, you actually decided to help me, I like really, 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 really appreciate you. I really, really do. This is a good quote unquote career job, to where this is the most financially stable I have been. But in this economy, going over a month of not being paid due to winter break and kids being out of school, I've only been here since October. And with the way that things are continuing to rise, everything is fucking rising. It's just hard to fucking stay on top of when you are the only person you got to lean on and rely on financially, and then your job be fucking trying to steal hours from you and bullshit like that. Like these motherfuckers have. Anyway, so again, those that decided to help me, thank you for helping me through this past weekend. Without you, I don't know what the fuck I would have did. I really don't. So thank you for helping me out, for deciding that I was worthy of help and care. I really appreciate y'all. I hope I can continue to be the kind of person that's deserving of that kind of love and support, because I really, really, really needed it, and I appreciate you guys. Again, I really fucking appreciate you guys for deciding to help me out. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to continue to pay off my debts, be responsible, and put myself in a position whereby either my birthday or the first week of April, I'm skirt in a new whip, because I've paid enough debts and saved up enough money to go hit them with the buy deposit. Because then when you can picture me rolling, Tupac reference for those of you that are too young to know what the fuck that beat was. I'll be rolling around in a new team, So, and then my problems are gonna go down quite a bit, because there's so many ways now through third-party systems to make money when you got your own vehicle, especially when the motherfucker's hot off the press. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I'm hosting my younger brother this weekend, and I've been like, been geeking out, bro. That's my nigga, man. I don't have no penis having friends, yo. I just don't. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro. Whether it's misogyny, misogynoir, trans massage, like just all the things, the phobias, just being fucked up in the head. I don't like being around motherfuckers that don't use their brains for good things. I just don't. And unfortunately, a lot of straight men do not use their brains or their bodies for good things. And for a nigga like me, I'm not trying to be around that shit. So, I'm not perfect. My younger brother's not perfect. It's one of the only individuals when it really comes to gumption and getting out here and getting it cracking and not like letting the elements stop people from doing shit. He's that type of nigga, and I appreciate him. We about to be out this motherfucker rolling around, having a good time. That's what you're supposed to do as a family, is for memories and building and all that. So, prepare to be drenched with that content here in the very near future. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm a family-oriented ass man. Wait till I have kids and a wife. Soon come, you know. You don't know. Anyways, I did this before, I'm gonna do it again. I gotta give a couple shout outs. Shout outs to community organizations that are currently out here making it happen. And again, if I am mispronouncing any of this shit, if someone from said organization sees this, let me know, because I'll apologize and I can issue a statement. Any of them things, you know. So, start off, Vin Dion and his wife with the Indigenous Protectors Movement. They're, as far as I'm concerned, that's 1A, 5 stars. They're really out here just providing safety, providing context. Like, they know this is their land, this is their people. Free our brothers, free our Oglala brothers from fucking Fort Snelling. Free them up, yo. Free them all the way up. Free them up. That's all I gotta say. They free them up. There's absolutely no reason for them being in any kind of federal detention whatsoever. None whatsoever. Free them up. Point blank, period. Back to shout outs though. Like I said, Indigenous Protector Movement, Many Shields. If you are an Indigenous brother and you're looking for a space where they'll welcome you in and they'll give you guidance and they'll just help you through just life's journey with resources and accountability, that's where you should go. I've had a chance to go to a couple of their meetings. I've just been able to go to like just events and whatnot. I got to meet Leonard Peltier last year, and just shit. For me as an Mississippi individual with Yoruba, AFCON, and Scandinavian, amongst other things, heritage, being able to connect with other Indigenous folks, it's changed my life. You know, it's provided additional context for who I am and who I'm supposed to be and who I want my children to know that they belong to. Because as human beings, belonging is so fucking important, yo. So fucking important. If you don't know who you belong to, you don't know where you belong, you'll never actually really know where to be or who to be. And I've gone through a lot of my life knowing who I am, but not knowing enough to really be that person. Not knowing that I am standing on the shoulders of my ancestors that have done some of the most incredible things that human beings are capable of doing. Still to this day, Yeah, so again, shout out Manny Shields, shout out the Indigenous Protectors Movement, shout out Vin Dion. I appreciate you, brother. I do. So, all them team there, you know. Soka, as my people, the Nittipi would say. Appreciate y'all. Follow them on social media. Indigenous Protectors Movement, Manny Shields, or Vin Dion. Vinny Dion, I think you can find them. Those three things. Find those. Lock in, pay attention, donate, show up, all that shit. And the other two, Kopal, as the director of the Power of the People Party, our youth coordinator, the head of our youth coordinating, he's connected with them. They've been like offering invaluable support to our immigrant relatives that are currently experiencing absolute fuckery at the hands of ICE and at the hands of armed law enforcement, all over the country, really, but specifically here in Minnesota. Like I kind of don't have any words, to be honest with you. They're such integral points and parts of like our existence and our lives. The fact that they're being treated like less than human because of a bottom line, because of the fact that America's run off of human suffering, trafficking, genocide, slavery, so on and so forth. It's fucking despicable. It's deplorable. And for the people that are risking life and limb to stop these snatchings that are doing more than just recording and whistling, I appreciate you, because our ancestors, this is what they did. This is what they would want you to do. So if you find it within yourself that is a risk, and that is a that's a calculated risk and a decision that you want to make, do that. Please do that. Because we don't deserve to see our family members being ripped from each other. They don't deserve to be ripped from their families. They deserve to be able to exist within the space that they want to exist in, because at a base level, that's what every human deserves. Especially our relatives, especially ours. That's how I feel about it. And then we got Mirac. It's probably not said with all that panache, but it's MIRAC. I've seen them specifically. They've been helping connecting people with legal resources, because at some level, at some point, when this does blow over and Metro Surge has moved elsewhere, there's going to be a lot of legal battles that have to be fought. What the success of those is going to be, I have no idea. But the fact that there are people that are ready to get into that fight with the individuals that have been snatched. It's being currently reported, it's been 2,500 people. To those that do have people on the outside, that do know them, that have some contact, we're going to have to fight to get them out as hard as we possibly can, to fight to get them resources, to fight to make sure they still have a quality of life that's not being destroyed any further than it already has by them being separated from their families by this funky ass organization whose agents can't seem to motherfucking stay out of trouble or stay fucking from slipping on motherfucking ice. Black ice and black power for the win. Anyway, so those are my shout outs. What else? That's my shout outs. Oh yeah, jumping right the fuck in. The AFCON final. Senegal, Morocco. I don't go fuck how y'all feel about this. Morocco are some motherfucking cheaters. They cheated the entire way through the tournament. The only reason they even got to the final is because, from what I saw, there were at least 3 to 4 matches where refereeing absolutely screwed their competition. It should have been Nigeria versus Senegal if you take the rigory and the refs out of it. That's what it should have been. Senegal still probably would have won, considering the fact that, in my opinion, Senegal has one of the top 10 teams by roster, by talent, by output in the world. And that's why this conversation we're about to have right now is so fucking important. Senegal decided that after they had a goal disallowed, because of a foul that did not fucking occur, it just didn't occur. It did not happen. You are allowed to get physical. You're allowed to get physical in football. It's part of the beautiful game. Within reason, of course. But, like, it's literally a part of the thing when you have a corner and motherfuckers get to jostling and trying to, like, it's a part of it, bro. It's literally a part of it. So, just allowed a goal, ping pong, boo, goal. And I fucking hate shit like that, yo. I can't stress it enough. I hate shit like that. Quick segue. EA motherfucking Sports. Y'all need to get off bullshit when it comes to not putting cards that directly connect to AFCON, the greatest tournament in the world. Fuck the World Cup. The World Cup is cool, but AFCON is the best team by team, competition by competition tournament in the world. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Fuck what nobody says. Period. It's AFCON and everybody else. AFCON, everything else. Niggas and everybody else. That's how I feel about it. Simple. So, goal gets disallowed. Bullshit foul gets called. More jostling. Brahim Diaz throws himself on the motherfucking pitch, and they give a penalty. Okay? They give a penalty. Pop Diao. Hope I'm saying his name right. His name, his name. Whatever. I just went super ebonics on niggas accidentally. It's all good. Pop Diao, I think his name is. The head coach of Senegal. Pick up yourself, brother. You've seen your team getting abused by these systems in Morocco. Seeing them trying to take your fucking goalie's fucking gloves, towel for his gloves because of the rain, trying to make it to where his gloves would be slippery so he'd miss the ball or slip or go through into the net. And he said, you know what? Y'all come off the pitch. Y'all come off the pitch. We're not about to sit here and continue playing a game if they think they can officiate things like this. Fuck that. And so most of the players came off the pitch. And after, in my opinion, this is how I feel about it, because this motherfucker's smart. You can look at him and tell he's smart. They left the pitch. So I was arguing, oh, we gotta take a penalty. You guys aren't being fair. Fuck them niggas, man. They not even niggas for real. They're not niggas at all, for really being technical. Outside of Inyasiri and some other motherfuckers that probably got a splooch of nigga in there somewhere. Not enough to be saying that shit to me. I'll tell you that much. No. It's not, especially after how they was treating IShowSpeed. But we'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, they eventually go back out. Team goes back out. I feel like people are overhyping the whole Sadio Mane thing because he really be playing up the humble African thing. And yes, I think Sadio Mane should be considered top 2 for achievements as an African player. Not overall talent. But it should be Samuel Eto'o, Sadio Mane, Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure could be above him because Yaya Toure, there's not very many motherfuckers that size doing the shit he was capable of doing. It's just unheard of. Yaya Toure was a dog, baby. Super dog. Super dog. If you don't know who Yaya Toure is, look the man up. If you don't know who Samuel Eto'o is, look the man up. And for some reason you don't know who Sadio Mane is. Sadio Mane, best player in the world. Look them up. There's so many black players throughout history that have come along and have been phenomenal. And in my opinion, have been much better than these motherfuckers that they be trying to parade in front of us as having been so good. There are hella Africans better than Wayne Rooney. There are hella Africans better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Hella Africans that pound for pound, talent-wise, are better than Lionel Messi. What separates them? White motherfuckers give themselves positions and opportunity to succeed from a longevity standpoint. Which is why a nigga like LeBron is so important. So a nigga like Didier Drogba is so important. Use your noodle, my nigga. Use your noodle. And stop running around like maybe like Ronaldo or Messi. Nigga, Ronaldinho. How about that? Thierry Henry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the names. Clivert, Kanu, Adebayor. Like, there's just so many. JJ Okocha. So good at name him twice. Neymar. Like, we are the salt of the earth. We them ones. I'm not hearing shit else about it. Back to the programming. Brahim Diaz decided to Panenka, thinking that after all, that the carry-ons and what have you in Senegal, protesting anti-blackness and corruption and the riggery, that he could just hit his He's dominant left. He could just hit a right foot Panenka. And Eduardo? Pretty sure it's Eduardo. I don't remember bro first name. I'm sorry. Mendy said, slide. Oh, no. Boop. Fuck you thought this was. Boy. So that happens. They stop that. Game continues. Pop Gui, I think his name is. If I'm saying that wrong, to all my Senegalese brothers and sisters, I apologize. Don't hate me too much, I promise. I'm a good guy. Anyway. So, through ball. No, I think, was it a counterattack? I think it was a counterattack. Again, if I'm wrong, please don't hate me. Counterattack, up the pitch. Through ball. Bing, on the left foot. Shoulders and man. Leans back. Pew. Back of the right corner. Nothing bro could do to get that shit. Not calling that off neither, because if anything, he got fouled during the shot. But I wasn't finna call that shit because of Riggery. So then, rest of the game goes. No more goals scored. They went way in extra time from what I recall because of the stoppage. Senegal wins 1-0. The champions of Africa, one of the best teams in world football currently. And they're only going to get better because they've got hella depth, and that depth is getting experience in some of the best tournaments. Some of the best tournaments and some of the best teams in all of world football. So, and now you got this shit where they're trying to fucking suspend Pop Diao indefinitely because he decided to protest corruption, anti-blackness. Like, that shit better not go through. And if they, with the current suspension, they better motherfucking overturn that shit. Because absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. He shouldn't miss no international duty. He should not miss nothing. If anything, they should be fucking cutting my man a check for not motherfucking going on a motherfucking media run to talk about how corrupt the shit is and how apparently, based off of what I've seen, this motherfucker over here can't get up off the floor, can't get up off his knees for FIFA. AFCON should remain in every 2-year tournament. Fuck these European clubs, man. Africa first. Africa first. This is our shit. If y'all are mad that by taking our players from our continent and our homeland, that we are going to miss games to represent our countries, fuck yourself. Like, get over yourself. Y'all are not bigger than the heart of the world, of this planet. Get over yourself, yo. And all these people that want to poo-poo it and act like it's not phenomenal, give a fuck what nobody says. The best players in the world are African, present and past and future, because that's how we rocking and rolling. Anywho, just a quick. People are probably not gonna like this. I don't fucking care. These were black people. Just want to be very, very clear. The Kemites were black people. The current Egyptians, for the most part, are not black people. They're Arabs. I know there are lots of Kemites that are still in Egypt, modern day Egypt, that they, colonized and took over and invaded. Absolutely. Beautiful people that absolutely reflect these individuals here. Do the current Arabs that call the place their homelands, are they the ancient Egyptians? No, the fuck they're not. No, they're not. So all the anti-blackness that we see, the oldest and longest running slave trade that basically still operates now in the world was the Arab slave trade. And guess where the vast majority of it's currently happening? Right along top of Africa. Where is the desert expanding from? The top of Africa. Who's up there doing fuckery and has been for a very long time now? Arabs. Africa is a continent of black people. So anyone that's not black that exists there currently or within recent, more ancient history, y'all do not originate from there. You do not. You do not. You are indigenous when you were created in a place. That is what makes you indigenous. Our creation stories ain't got no stories about no Arabs being created on our continent, our motherland. You can bring that to me, which you can't, because I know my history. I know my shit. So, ain't nothing wrong presently with you existing there. The problem is, y'all forget who motherfucking continent you're on, and you be trying to treat us like shit. No. Have to get rushed for that. You have to. Don't do that. Please don't do that shit to me this summer. Please. I'd like to be able to come back to wherever it is that I'm existing in that moment. Because I could barely deal with white people doing bullshit now, here, in any context. Think I'm finna have some Arab in my homelands treat me funny, nigga? No! Fuck. I say you forgot whose fucking continent you're on. Talking to me, crazy. Bitch. So, like I said, reinstate the coach now. All this talk about, we're going to suspend them from the World Cup. Anybody that sits there and says they were wrong for doing what they did, fuck you. You're a colonized piece of shit. Plain and simple. I'm all for motherfuckers fighting for their rights. I'm all for motherfuckers standing up against all this rigor that's currently going on in sports, all this sports betting, all this racketeering. Fuck all of that shit, bro. None of this shit is organic to begin with, but when it gets to a point to where it's so obvious that people are like, nah, I'm with it. 100%. 100% I'm with it. So, what else we got going on? Oh, yeah. I am a Real Madrid fan. A la Madrid. A la Madrid. A la Madrid. A la Madrid. We finally got fucking rid of Javi Alonso. Bitch ass motherfucker. Finally got rid of him. Alhamdulillah. Whew. So right after he goes, we crash out the cup. I don't really think they cared about the cup, to be honest with you. They weren't playing like they did. But they do care about Champions League. They do care about the La Liga season. We just put up a masterclass against Monaco. And I don't necessarily think Monaco's all that great. They do have Ansu Fati and they got Paul Pogba. But a motivated, happy Real Madrid with Vinicius Jr. working the sticks. Mbappe and Jude scoring. One of the best teams talent-wise in the world. Point blank period. Point blank period. So, yeah. I genuinely would be cool with seeing Carlo Ancelotti come back. If he doesn't come back, well, okay, let me tier it. I want us to either rock with old boy that we currently have that treats Vinicius like a human being and not a piece of shit racist like Javi Alonso. We bring back Carlo Ancelotti, or we bring back Jurgen Klopp after we've extended Vinicius Jr. to a nice little deal. Because fucking Jurgen Klopp's the one that shipped Sadio Mane out when Liverpool could still be fucking dominating the Premier League with a West and with a West African and an Arab that currently lives in an African area. Because this whole, again, like I said, they're given opportunities that we're not given. If Sadio Mane was allowed to continue to play and exist within the space he was existing in, he was running laps around motherfucking Mohamed Salah. Salah's still a great player, but Sadio Mane was in that motherfucker cutting niggas' hearts out. You feel me? Like, agendas and scripts and all this bullshit, man. That's annoying. But it's here. So we have to deal with it or push. I just seen this motherfucking quote before I got into the house to start filming this. I'm just going to talk about it now. The way that the NBA is like slowly trying to phase LeBron out is so fucking disrespectful. Because people that are acting like this motherfucker didn't get more votes than Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, like all these different players that are not even selling more jerseys than LeBron is currently. Somehow they got more votes than he did to be in the All-Star game. So he's probably still an All-Star, but he's not an All-Star starter. I'm just not trying to hear it, bro. And then the goofy ass, I don't know if she's a general manager, the owner of the Lakers talking about LeBron wasn't grateful enough for the fact that we drafted Bronny. This is the best basketball player in the history of basketball. Like, he doesn't owe you shit. He is the product. You have all the stolen money from slavery and the genociding of Black Americans and Native Americans simultaneously to the present day. Go fuck yourself, yo. Doesn't owe you shit. I hope this is his last year in Los Angeles, and I hope that he goes back to Cleveland for at least one more season, because I do not want to see him end his career in Los Angeles. They don't even deserve him. They don't. They don't. They went and traded away the best, most talented teammate that he's had to go get Luka Doncic for the future. Luka doesn't even look right in a Laker jersey. That's how I feel about it. Luka is not a Laker for real, but the NBA be pulling strings when they want to pull strings for certain people. Whereas when Kobe and the Dwight Howard and Chris Paul trade was supposed to happen, they want to kibosh that. But then you want to send Luka to the Lakers for peanuts, along with Anthony Davis, who I believe has been sitting out on purpose because he doesn't want to fucking be in Dallas, with Kyrie being out. Nobody want to fucking play with Cooper Flag. That's not why. What someone that's a NBA champion should be multiple time defensive player of the year wants to do. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, I'm actually gonna go see the Warriors this weekend with my younger brother. I'm fucking gassed about it. His favorite player is Steph Curry, minus LeBron James. I've seen LeBron play 3 times in person. 3 times, yes. I need to make it a couple more before he actually does hang up the boots. I really want to go to a playoff game. That'd be cold. I've never been to one. I feel like the Crypto Arena. Fuck that. Staples Arena in Los Angeles would be the perfect opportunity to do that. That'd be cool as fuck, in my opinion. Yeah. So, national championship game. It shouldn't have been the Hurricanes versus Indiana, but whoever the hell played Indiana was finna get clapped. Oldest team, one of the oldest teams in college football. In my opinion, they really figured out how to actually work within the NIL system that, in my opinion, allows players to stay in college longer to develop further, but also be compensated while they're developing. So it's obviously not the exact same as the NFL, because there's still an unnecessary amount of rules to try to keep them from making money, because, again, these motherfuckers are former slave owners. And they're basically slave owners still currently, because they're out here. Anytime they have an opportunity to take motherfuckers' resources from them, they will do it. They'll do it. They want the fucking federal governments to get involved through Congress as to how much money the players are allowed to make. How much money you make for doing nothing but responding to emails and going to speak at fucking symposiums for 30 seconds. Like, you're not the product. You're not the product. You're not even the mascot. You're just a goofy motherfucker that they decided gets a position because the position is needed. Fuck that, bro. Pay them players. Trinidad Chambliss is in the process of trying to get a 6-year eligibility. I really don't think he's going to win. But if he does, I hope Ole Miss gets a step closer to the championship. Hopefully they can win one. If not, I don't really know what the point of him going back is. I'm glad that... is it Dante Moore? Yeah, Dante. I'm glad that Oregon's quarterback decided to go back to school. He did not. Indiana is an NFL-ready defense. They got a lot of guys in all the different rounds that are going to the NFL. Them in Miami. He looked out of it, like not ready. Indiana is basically a pro team. They got players that are older than a bunch of people currently in the NFL across the board. So. Last thing I want to do, some action steps, right? I'm going to kind of circle back to what we talked about in the beginning. For all the people that are out there blowing whistles and recording, if that is the only thing that you plan on doing when you go out there, bunk L's, but that's what you're choosing to do. So that's your contribution, allegedly. If you really want to actually make some noise, this is what you should actually do. Pay very close attention, okay? Pay very close attention. This is what you should do, okay? You should be protesting outside the homes of elected officials all across the state of Minnesota that currently have the power to do something and are not. That's what you should do. You really want to make them uncomfortable? Go to their houses. Picket the houses. Go to the houses and protest. Because them being there and showing up and be like, oh, we care so much. Oh, we're going to sue the federal government. I remember, not very long ago, I was literally told that they got 4 emails within a month. They would not shut the fuck up about those emails that they got. So find out who your state rep is, find out who your senator is, find out who your city council person is, find out who your mayor is. Email them. Leave them a voicemail. They're such like thin-skinned cowards, the people actually voicing their opinion. So it's a multi-pronged approach, right? Email, call, figure out who those people are that I just mentioned, and then go show up. Not at the governor's mansion. He don't even fucking be there. Talk about find out where they live and go protest there. All over the state. Watch how fast something happens. It's happened before. It's been happening. That's confrontational projects. Confrontational politics. You really want to see some shit get done, you have to make the motherfuckers that are sitting idly back doing nothing but making posts on social media, go make the motherfuckers uncomfortable. Continue to make all the noise y'all can outside where they got ICE agents posted up. Please intervene in situations where you can to keep people from getting snatched up. Because at the end of the day, we're all we got. And if we don't put as much pressure on the people that are currently literally lording over us, they're never going to change. They're never going to change. Because even though that's currently the way it is, it doesn't have to stay that way. It does not. So, like Tupac said, we got to change what we think. We got to change what we think. We got to change what we eat. We got to change the way we treat each other. We just have to be better overall. And I know we can. We can. And we will. We will. Malcolm X once said, we're not outnumbered, we're out organized. So, in whatever ways you can, be about that. I'm your host for the So I've Been Thinking podcast, Isaiah Whitmore. This has been a fiery edition. Fiery edition. This specific episode, you're supposed to usually say it at the end. Sorry, at the beginning, but I'm over here saying it at the end because my brain works the way that it works. You know, aren't you guys lucky to have me? Anyway, today's episode is called, y'all saw that, right?